Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is my daughter, Ruth Grace. So, Ruth, we're going to ask you a couple of questions. Who's this sitting on your lap?
Cece, my little sister.
Okay. So, first question. Tell us who you are and how old you are.
My name is Ruth Grace, and I'm 21 years old.
Okay. Where have you lived in the last year?
I've lived in the Fairbanks North Star borough.
Okay. Did you like that?
No.
Okay. So, what are you doing right now?
Right now, I'm at home helping take care of my little siblings.
Okay, like this one right here, little Cece with the dirty face that needs her face washed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, why did you move back home?
The reason why I moved back home is because it's too expensive to live in town.
Yeah, in town. What do you mean by town? Fairbanks, you mean?
In Fairbanks.
Okay, and why do you think it's too expensive there?
Because of, for one, having to take care of rent and all the bills in Fairbanks. If you live up there by yourself, you can't afford it.
Okay. Is the cost of living pretty high up there?
It's pretty high.
Okay, so how many people, this is kind of a leading question, but how many full-time incomes did it take for you to pay rent and bills and all that? Were you able to do it by yourself?
No, I wasn't able to do it by myself. I lived with two other people, and all of us had incomes, and even then we were barely scraping by.
Okay. So do you think if you were a young person that wanted to start a new family or buy a home or, start a new life up in Fairbanks, do you think that the property taxes are a burden to that? That one of the obstacles to starting a life up there?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So do you think you could afford to pay the extra burden of a property tax in Fairbanks?
Absolutely not.
Okay. So, what do you think? Would you like Nenana to turn into a place like the Fairbanks North Star borough? Is that something you think would be a good thing?
No.
No. Why is that?
Because if we had taxes on our land down here, many people would not be able to afford it.
Okay. And why would that be bad? I mean, some people would say, well, just go get a job and pay your taxes, what are you, a bum or something like that? Don't have any money and because you're lazy or something?
With the economy right now, people are losing their jobs right and left.
And what's the job market around in Nenana? In the Nenana?
There is very few jobs here in Nenana.
Okay, so what would you have to do to get a job if you're going to live in Nenana, probably?
You'd have to commute to Fairbanks.
All right. And what would that probably cost? It's like $30-$40 every day to drive to Fairbanks.
Mm-hmm.
And you multiply that times 52 weeks a year, that ends up being a lot of money to drive to Fairbanks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you think having to pay an extra, $1,000, $2,000 in property tax that you'd be able to afford to do that and drive to Fairbanks too?
No.
No? What about zoning? Would you like to see more zoning and regulations in the area? Right now we don't have any zoning or regulations about, whether or not you can have an outhouse or you have to have a septic tank in Fairbanks, if you want to build a shed in your backyard, you have to get permission from the borough and get a permit and pay a fee before you can even start building. Things like that. Or, in Fairbanks, there's, in boroughs, there might be rules and zones that say you can't have a dog team in this neighborhood, but you can have it in some other neighborhood, and things like that, or a chicken coop or other things like that. Would you like to see more rules that tell people how they can live on their own property?
No, that would be too much of a burden for people.
Okay. Because do you think that the lifestyle that people live around here is the kind of lifestyle that can coexist with a borough government?
No.
No? Okay. So in the end, it's a simple yes or no answer probably. Do you want to live in a borough?
No, I do not.
Okay. And what would you say to people around here who really, really like the idea of a borough, and they want to live in a borough really bad because they like to pay more taxes and they want more rules to tell them what to do and to tell their neighbor what to do. What would you say to them?
I would say if they want a borough so bad, they should move to Fairbanks.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. All right. Well, all right. We'll see what else